This is Nick Kazani, Chief Operating Officer for BDSec with your monthly Mongolia market update. As we go deeper into the month of November, expect to see a couple of Oitogoe catalysts, the first of which is going to be their supplier forum, which is actually this week. There's upwards of 1,000 or 2,000 participants that are traveling here to Mongolia for this event. It's obviously a good sign, and these are critical suppliers for the underground mine. And then towards the end of the month, it's expected that the government will sign the OT project finance with Rio Tinto or Oitogoe, which will unlock the credit facility for the build out of OT phase 2. On the other front, where that's concerned, there was news this last week that the government is pushing hard to have Entrée Gold's licenses transferred to Oitogoe. Recall that Oitogoe and Entrée Gold have a joint venture agreement with Entrée's Hugo North extension. Many refer to it as phase 2 of phase 2. This is a very critical set of licenses and deposit as you look several years down the road as it relates to Oitogoe. And in fact, Entrée in their investor presentations indicate that their licenses for Hugo North and the remaining part of their ore body around OT represent in excess of 50 years of OT production. And so this is a very interesting development. This transfer is obviously very important, otherwise the government wouldn't be pushing very hard for that as we sit here today. And this is actually a company we would suggest investors take a very close look at. Entrée Gold, as mentioned, has a significant part of OT production, OT future production, several years out. Yet the company only trades for an enterprise value of $20 million. And this issue, as it relates to their licenses being transferred to Oitogoe, has been outstanding for 8 years. So as investors look at the month of November, there are catalysts on the horizon. Obviously, the signing of project financing, the possible transfer of the Entrée licenses, and so we think shares of Turquoise Hill will likely appreciate once this project finance is inked, and we think the shares of Entrée Gold could appreciate meaningfully once their licenses are transferred to their JV partner and the economics of their licenses are finally resolved and well understood. We'd also mention that State Department store, symbol UID, that trades on the Mongolia Stock Exchange, appreciated nearly in excess of 40% following our initiation report on that company. The shares continue to be strong. There's been a number of large block trades in that stock, and we would suggest that that company has considerable upside as we look in the next 1 to 2 years. Please refer to our website for a complete report, which you can download for free. And so that will conclude our comments for this month. As we go into the end of the year, we think the tone as it relates to investment sentiment around the country is going to improve in 2016, especially once the elections are out of the way. And we'll look to update you before year end. Thank you for tuning in.